Hello, friends. It's Brooke-Sidney here, your favorite mindset and manifestation coach. And today I am talking about the secret to removing resistance so you can manifest instantly. But before we get into it, I want to invite you to join my gratitude frequency challenge. It is starting next Monday, which is November 20th. So you can get all the details below. But let me tell you this, gratitude will help you have better vision, better clarity for your life, and of course, appreciate your life. And it will help you manifest quicker and better, right? You'll have manifestations that are in line with you. So make sure you check that out. The ways to work with me are also listed below, and 2 free communities of like-minded individuals on this manifestation journey. So I've got tons of goodness below. Make sure you check it out and make sure you jump into the Gratitude Frequency Challenge. So let's get into it. I'm so excited to talk to you all about this subject today. I haven't been this excited about a topic probably in at least a month or so. I love talking about gratitude, manifestation, mindfulness, law of assumption, law of attraction. And today's topic is really a game changer. I have found it. I'm getting goosebumps. I have found it to be true in my life, and I have found it in my clients' life. And that's everything from my Queen Frequency clients to my manifestation specific clients. So I hope that you have some paper, a pen, or your Apple Notes, whatever it is. So you're going to want to actually take notes for this episode. So today, again, we are talking about the secret way to remove resistance to our manifestation. And I want to, first of all, the first point is really discuss what is resistance, right? What is resistance? Resistance is whatever you are feeling that is slowing down your manifestation. It's whatever you're feeling, whatever you're thinking, whatever is causing you doubt, hesitation, anything at this point that doesn't have your manifestation in front of you. Because whatever you want, ask and it is given. You think about it, the will for it, as everyone says, even in law of assumption, it is done, it is finished, right? The moment you have the desire, the moment you can truly see your wish fulfilled, it is actually done, it is finished. There is an alternative universe, there is a place where you are already having it. We're just not there yet. And the reason we're not there yet is because there's something inside of us, be it our thoughts, our feelings, our belief systems, our states, that is holding us back from it. There's something about maybe a trigger that's happened in our lives, a trauma that's occurred, a way of thinking that we've gotten used to that is ultimately holding us back. We're not, as we say, we are not having, in law of assumption speak, dominant thoughts about the subject, dominant thoughts about love, dominant thoughts about our specific person, dominant thoughts about a job, dominant thoughts about the money that we want to have. And in law of vibration or law of attraction thought, we're not a vibrational match to it because we're not vibrating at the same level to it, so we cannot receive it. If we don't truly believe that we can have something, how are we going to be able to receive it? In fact, we're likely not even to see it. And that's why, whether you want to think about it in terms of getting your thoughts on board and your self-concept on board or getting your vibration on board, it's ultimately the same thing because they work together and they're doing the same thing. They're making you a vibrational match or a thought match or a self-concept match or a heart match to your manifestation, your dream fulfilled, your wish fulfilled. So now that we have an idea what resistance is, how do we overcome resistance and not mask it, right? That's my second point. So some of the traditional ways of overcoming resistance is that we put a Band-Aid affirmation on it. Okay, well, I don't have enough money, so I'm going to affirm I am wealthy, I am rich. Oftentimes what ends up happening is it's not true for you and you can't actually get behind it. So many times we may want to kind of step it up, step through the affirmations and the thought process to actually bring us to the place where that actually feels true and genuine. It doesn't feel like toxic positivity or fake positivity. The whole fake it till you make it. I don't really disagree with it. I feel like you want to find a better feeling thought. You want to find a thought that is getting you closer ultimately to your wish fulfilled. Make sure you listen to my positive thinking, what that really does and how we really think about positive thinking in terms of manifestation, because it's not what a lot of people in, the self-help community think about in terms of positive thinking. So make sure you check that out. But what I'm going to reveal to you today, the secret actually helps you not mask whatever you're feeling, or not mask the doubt, or not mask, your insecurities or whatever resistance is coming up. This false belief system that you have, that even though you want money, you don't think that you can hold it or have it or take care of it or be responsible for it, right? That would be a belief or a thought that you're thinking that's in contradiction to having more money. Those are some examples of resistance. Or in the case of love, like you really want your partner to come in, or you want your SP, or you want your ex back, but you're also holding that resistance or contrary thoughts about the fact that like relationships never work out for you. No one really loves you. You can't trust anyone. How are you going to actually be a match for the thing that you want on the thought level, on the belief level, and on the vibration level? You're not. I'm going to tell you the secret. The secret to, I feel like, manifesting faster, as well as being less resistance and removing the resistance that you might have and that is coming up for you. And to me, this is what God has shown me. It's truly what I call the gratitude frequency. Being on the level of gratitude, bringing in more gratitude to your life. Gratitude is like a game changer. It is an obstacle buster, right? It is a way maker. It's a way shower. It is a true heart position when we can get there. It's a way that helps us, I feel like, live with the current, whatever's going on, live in the 3D reality while maintaining a level of hopefulness and optimism to get us out of any feelings of despair, discouragement, blame, anger, sadness, all of that. It provides that lift. It's like the lifter. Gratitude's like the lifter, right? Among many things. So how God has shown it to me, and the reason why I've been called to share it, and I'm getting goosebumps, I definitely feel that is a part of my mission here on earth, is to bring this frequency through, to bring this teaching through, is because it helps you in all aspects of your life, and it especially helps you in manifestation. So many people know, I think I'm now on point 4, right? I gave it away. Number 3 was gratitude and thankfulness is the secret to removing the resistance to your manifestations, okay? So number 4, where does it live on this gratitude, in the gratitude world, in the gratitude planet, kind of on this planet, the scale of emotions or the scales of frequency? Gratitude and love and joy exist at the very top. It is one of the highest, if not the highest frequency that we can inhabit and hold, right? Hold on this planet. It is not just a tool, but it's an energy, it's a feeling, and it is a vibration. And I'll get more into all of that kind of speak in my gratitude frequency challenge. So again, plug, make sure you're joining that. But again, it's at the top, as compared to a lot of other emotions like blame, despair, hopelessness. All of those are towards the bottom. And one of the people that talk about this emotional scale is Abraham Hicks in Law of Attraction. But I'm blanking on the guy's name that has the Power and Force books and so forth, talks about the exact same thing. So there are some scientific truths to this. Joe Dispenza talks about this. There are some scientific truths about frequencies, vibrations, and so forth on this Earth planet. And so know that it is true. You can decide to accept it or not. I'm not here to convince you. I would like to encourage you to take it to prayer and take it to meditation and see how gratitude can help you, whether you believe in the frequency or not. I can help you experience gratitude and help you break through the blocks for your manifestation, whether you believe in it or not, because a law is a law. So here's what happens. Now we're shifting into how to use gratitude to help you manifest and how to move through the resistance, is because what you end up doing is you end up saying to yourself and opening yourself up to the lesson. So whatever is happening right now in your life, I'm sorry, I'm getting goosebumps. Whatever's happening right now in your life that you are not happy with, right? It's easy to be grateful for the things you are happy with. But let's talk about the things that we may not be happy with. So many people in this community are trying to manifest their SP or trying to manifest love. A lot of people also are trying to manifest business success or money or a new job, a career change, a bigger house. But in that hope for that manifestation and the recognition that it's not there, we're sitting in the fact that in our 3D, it's not here. It's not here at all. And many of us get stuck down in the lower frequency or the lower thoughts, and I would say negative or intrusive thoughts, and I'll tag that video, about us not having it. So we're stuck in the lack and despair and the scarcity, and not the position of it's coming, I believe it to be for me, and it is here. So one of the great ways to remove this resistance is to apply gratitude and thankfulness to it. And that would look like, I am thankful for my busted car. Insert whatever it is. I am thankful for my singleness. I am thankful for the fact that I don't have ABC. I am thankful for the fact that I don't have it. I'm thankful for the lesson around love. I am thankful for the lesson around money. I am thankful for the lesson around growth and healing. I am thankful about what is coming through for me to learn about myself. I am thankful about, these new relationships that are challenging, but causing me to learn more. Do you see how you shift from focusing on the problem or focusing on the lack into the energy of thankfulness and growth and healing and honestly abundance? You're shifting yourself into that higher frequency of thankfulness, because that, honestly, I have found for me, I had to be like, I am thankful for my divorce. I am thankful for my new singleton. When I was going through my divorce years ago, I'm thankful for the opportunity to mother different. I'm thankful for the opportunity to have an amazing, peaceful home. I'm thankful for the opportunity for new love to come in. When you can start finding the thankfulness in the lesson, the thankfulness in the hard season, the thankfulness in the not having, you shift your energy completely. You shift yourself into a different frequency and a different way of being, and you start to remove, which is the whole point of this, the resistance. When you become thankful for the obstacle, then you're no longer scared of it. You're no longer fearful of it. You're no longer sitting there thinking, when's the next shoe going to drop? You're no longer in the crisis. You have shifted yourself into finding the silver lining, finding what's good about it, being thankful for it, even though it doesn't make sense. Okay. So then the next thing that happens too is that you become thankful for the slowdown. You become slowed down or stopped or whatever on your path to your manifestation. Again, you don't see the bridge of incidents, the bridge of events happening behind you. You don't see God moving. You don't see any of that because you're still stuck on the 3D. But guess what happens to you in this 3D planet, in this reality, is it slows you down. It slows you down, hopefully long enough for you to stop the momentum, for you to stop thinking the thoughts that are keeping you stuck, to stop feeling the feelings that are keeping you in despair. And it allows you, I feel like, when you pause for this grateful moment, when you pause to try to find this thankfulness, it allows you to truly slow down and start to realize, there is something here for me to see. When you place a gratitude practice or a thankfulness on top of the challenge, on top of the obstacle, it causes you to slow down and to sit there and think about what is actually good about this situation. That's very, very helpful for the next couple reasons. I think I'm on like 0.8 right now, or 0.7. Is the first thing is it stops blaming ourselves. Once we become thankful for the lesson, guess what happens? We become less full of blame. We stop blaming the other person, we stop blaming the situation, and we stop blaming ourselves, and we open ourselves up to, wow, this is amazing. I have something here to learn. Something good is coming around the corner. Something good is on its way for me. we become, and my next point is, we become open to what's ahead. So I know that you've heard kind of the expression about receptivity and being open and receptive to things and being available for them and being, allowing the things to come across your path. Well, when we bring thankfulness into it and gratitude into it, it changes our energy, it changes our spirit, it changes our approach. I would say that it softens us. It makes us open. It makes us in the position to receive. And if whether you think about law of attraction or law of assumption, in law of attraction top, you have to be the receiver of the thing that you want. You have to be putting out the energy to attract the things you want. But then on the side of law of assumption, you're becoming open to the thoughts. You're developing more dominant thoughts. You're developing states about things. You become open to a new way of thinking and believing and seeing. You become open to, like, maybe my self-concept does need to change. Maybe I do need to take on a self-concept that is, I am loved, I'm cared for, I'm supported, I'm chosen. Like, maybe that becomes a possibility because you've stopped blaming yourself, you've stopped blaming the problem, and you've shifted out of the energy of it. The next thing that I want to say, and I'm almost done, but this is really powerful information if you're able to pick this up today, is that every problem or every obstacle, every resistance that we have to whatever it is that we're trying to manifest, the solution is right there with it. Everything is birthed with two sides: problem, solution. It's just, what are we available to see? What are we available to receive? What are we available to think about? What are we available to vibrate on or feel? And when we're stuck in the resistance and we're stuck thinking about the problem and we're stuck, feeling the problem and feeling the lack of the thing that we want to manifest, when we're able to shift it into gratitude and start looking for the lesson and softening to it and becoming more open, guess what we're able to see? We're able to see solutions. We're now able to see the person that's in our environment that's trying to help us. We're now able to see perhaps some of the things that can be learned to benefit the relationship in the future. We're able to see more money-making opportunities. We're able to see those emails that come across that give us opportunities to create money or new ideas. We become open to the solution, and then we become a match to the solution, or we become the person who has dominant thoughts that put us into the end state of being at one with the solution. It's however you want to think about it. We become open to that change. We become open to what is here for us now, which draws more into us vibrationally, as well as the thoughts, the feelings, and the states and the beliefs to become the person that has the thing. And then one final note that I think needs to be said, but is just as important as removing the resistance and creating the manifestation, is that we feel better. We literally feel better. Gratitude has been a pivotal thing in my life to help me get through single motherhood, an unwanted divorce, challenges, money ups and downs, never knowing what's behind the door, right? Gratitude has helped me pivot out of it. It's helped me find the lesson. It's helped me continue to keep moving forward. And most importantly, outside of the manifestation, it has helped me feel better. So, keep your therapy, keep your coaches, but you got to grab some gratitude as well. You have to get on the gratitude frequency. So it's my hope that this has been helpful to you. I hope that you took all the notes. But more importantly, I hope that you have started to see the power of gratitude and the gratitude frequency that can help your life. Make sure that you join my free challenge. It's totally free. It's my gift to you in this gratefulness and thankfulness and Thanksgiving season. So jump into it. Make sure you're subscribed to this channel, like this video, and turn that bell on because I drop videos daily. See you tomorrow.